Hello, this is Mrs. Robertson, and I'm going to quickly go over the answers to the second quiz that we did for Chapter 5. So pay attention. You can slow this down or pause it at any time, but we are short on time, and I want to go over these problems. Here we go. In problem number 1, most of you did a pretty good job with these. You replace A with 2, so 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 plus 1 gives you the answer 7. In problem number 2, you have 24 divided by B. B is 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Now, on the next group, you have to identify your properties. The answer to question number 3 is the commutative property. And it's actually the commutative property for addition. They move the variables around. X plus y equals y plus x. The variables moved. Now let's look at question number 4. In question number 4, there should be no talking at this time. That is the additive identity property. When you add 0 to something, it keeps its identity. It's called the additive identity property. This one is the distributive property. A times B plus A times C. A visits B and A visits C. In number 6, it's the 0 property. Whenever you multiply by 0, it's the 0 property. The multiplicative identity property is when you multiply by 1. So if they were multiplying by 1, then you would have the multiplication identity property. Now, I did not grade all of these on your paper. I got tired of marking them. So look at your own paper and figure out if your answer is right or wrong. Here. 5A17. 5A17. They're in the same order. What moved around? The parentheses. That is the associative property. In the next problem. Okay, I will say it again. I did not grade all of these correctly. I just looked mainly at 3, 5, and 7. I did not grade 4 and 6 on your paper. Please make sure you have those answers on there because I didn't have time to grade every problem. So real quick, commutative property of addition, additive identity property, distributive property. This one is the 0 property. I did not mark any of those wrong, and a lot of them are wrong. And this is the associative property. Did not have time to grade all of them. I wanted to get them back to you this class period. The next problem, use the distributive property. 4 times x is 4x, but I'm not done. 4 times 7 is 28. 4x plus 28. That's all you do. Put your computer down. Close it all the way. No one should have their monitors up. Next one. Negative 5 times y, negative 5y, plus negative 5 times 10, negative 50. I would also count negative 5y minus negative 50. That would also be correct.
I would have gotten this right, but I wrote the answer.
On the next problems, I did not grade any of these, kids. I did not mark these on your paper, so go through and make sure you have them. Step 1, get rid of your subtraction signs. Add the opposite, add the opposite. That makes that a negative 1 in front of the x. What are my like terms? 3x and negative 1x or negative x. The other like term, negative 2 and 7. To get full credit, this is what you need to have on your paper. My coefficients are 3 and negative 1. Yes, you have to put the negative 1. It's in front of the x. Most of you had that wrong. Constants are -2 and 7. -2, and 7. And when I simplify it, you have 3x plus -1x, it'll be 2x, and -2 plus 7 is 5. 2x plus 5. Questions on 10 to 13? Yes, Violet.
If I did circles and triangles to like change the count still or no?
Yeah, on a test though, please write them down, okay? All right, so I did not grade those. I am expecting you kids to grade them. That's what you would need to have all of your points. Now, in problem 14, here, just put a 1 in front of your x's. It makes it a little easier. So here you would have 1x plus 1, 1x plus 1. 1x plus 1x is 2x. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2x plus 2 is the answer for that one. This one's a little more complicated. Add the opposite, add the opposite. Then add the opposite. You have to take a -1 times 2x, -2x, plus -1 times -2 is +2. Now you have 4x plus -7 plus -2x plus 2. 4x plus -2x is 2x. -7 plus 2 is -5, or 2x minus 5. Any questions? Most of you did a nice job on 16, 17, and 18. Some of you forgot your variable. Okay, what do they both have? Well, 3 will divide 3x and 3 will divide 12, and they both have an x. So it's 3x. What will divide a 16 and a 20? Its greatest common factor? 4. And they both have an a. So it's 4a. Here, what will divide, what's the greatest common factor of a 10 and a 25? 5, and they both have a d. 5d. Any questions? Yes.
On 10 to 13, minus 3x plus minus 1 plus 5x plus 7.
What are you saying? Which number?
On 10 and 13, yours says 3x minus 2.
And
minus
yours?
X, and mine says 3x minus 1 plus 5x plus 7.
Okay, does yours say quiz 2 or just quiz?
Quiz 2.
Bring me your paper so I can see how yours might be different than mine. All right.
Quiz 2.
3x, yours is different. Does anyone else? That is just strange. He has a totally, does anyone else have, for number 10 to 13, 3x minus 1 plus 5x plus 7?
I have minus 2.
Okay, any other papers that look like his?
No.
All right, I'll have to look at yours. Yours will be a little different.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
You increase our bad quizzes because that's correct.
Okay, I will switch your bad quiz score with your new test score on Tuesday. So if it's better, you get a good grade there. Yes.
You're not grading this one.
I did not, it does not go in the grade book.
I don't want to just right, but you said I got it wrong.
Okay, just know how to fix it, okay? You know it if it's right or wrong before the test. Okay, now I have 16 minutes. You will not leave the room until I'm done giving you all of the answers for this paper here. This is what your test looks like. So,